to your program, Creando Éxitos. I am Rocio Treminio-Lopez from Prince George's County Economic Development Corporation. And today we're going to have Fides Tech Solutions and his owner, Vincio Guzman, who is going to join us today for this program. Vincio, welcome to the program.
Hi, Rocio. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Who is Vincio Guzman?
I am the CEO and founder of Fides Tech Solutions. We are a small business here in the Prince George's County in Maryland. We've been working in the county for a little bit more than 7.5 years.
Vincio, tell us what your company does.
Well, we are Fides Tech Solutions. We started here in the United States about 7.5 years ago, but we have more than 25 years of combined experience. We are a small business company registered in Maryland, and we offer expert consulting and solutions to meet the business requirements and on IT products and services for other companies. We give solutions like data backup and disaster recovery solutions. We do cloud migration and data center consolidation. We also offer solutions for remote office, which is something that has been for a long time, but until this year, due to the pandemic, it became pretty popular, I guess, and it's something that is pretty needed now. We also offer remote monitoring and management for all your devices inside your company. It can be servers, computers, laptops, mobile phones, and we also offer cybersecurity awareness training programs for these companies, which is something that we believe it's pretty important because it helps you as the company owner and your employees to learn and understand about the cybersecurity importance within the company. So that's basically what we do for our customers.
How likely is that a business will get hacked?
Well, basically, the hackers are looking for the easy targets, which are basically the small businesses and medium businesses out there. It's due to the fact that they don't have a good or a large IT department that can handle their cybersecurity threats. So they're looking for the small restaurants, small mom and pop shops out there, and small companies that are not aware of all the vulnerabilities out there that they have within their system. So it's not a matter of how likely it's more about when that's going to happen, because the hackers are getting more smart about how to attack large number of corporations and businesses at the same time. So for them, it's pretty easy to start looking around for these companies and just hit them with a ransomware, malware, a virus, something that is going to completely stop the productivity in your company.
And how a small business will be aware that they have been hacked?
Usually, the statistics say that it takes about 6 to 8 months for a company to realize that they've been hacked. Most of the times they don't realize about it because they don't have the solutions or the help that they need in order to know that they've been hacked. They don't, like I said, sometimes they don't have an IT department or someone who's handling those threats. So it could be several months, several even years for some companies to realize that they've been hacked, that people have been logging all the keys that they've been pressing on their keyboard, that they stole your username and password to access your database, your intellectual property, your bank accounts, and all that. So depending on the solutions and that you're using within your company, it could take several months to learn about it.
Wow, interesting. Can you explain exactly what a ransomware is? How can you explain in So it's not that difficult to digest that information. How can you explain that to small companies?
Basically, a ransomware it's a type of virus that it will be installed in your computer. It can come in from different forms. It can be via email. It can be via a website. It can be via a USB key that you connected to your computer. It can be via maybe unsecured wireless access point. As soon as that virus gets into your network, basically the ransomware is going to start learning about what is inside of your network in your company, how many computers you have connected. If you have a server that controls all those computers, which are called domain servers, see if you have any more connections to different networks and other maybe branches within your company. And what they do is basically download the payload from remote IPs or remote servers that most of the times are internationally. And once they download that information, it's a set of scripts that are going to try to encrypt all your information. Every single file within your computer is going to be encrypted with a specific key that only the hackers know about it. So once you try to log into your computer, all your files are going to be gone. They're going to be encrypted. You cannot access them unless you have a really good set of solutions that will help you to prevent that, or maybe if you're willing to pay for the ransomware.
Oh, that was my lead to my next question. If a business get hacked and the hackers ask for a ransom, should they pay?
There are pros and cons about paying for ransomware. I will say it depends on your business. If you have a good set of solutions to prevent ransomware, you don't have to pay for it, because having a really good set of backups that you can recover your files from, then you don't need to pay for anything. Like I said, I guess a pro will be that you can recover all your files like in a short amount of time if you're willing to pay for the hackers. And then maybe you can even save some money, because some companies cannot be out from their systems or stop production for many hours or days. So if they're willing to pay and they get their files back, then they're back on track. But the cons about paying for a ransomware is that you can get a key that is supposedly going to decrypt all your files back to their original state, but maybe it doesn't work. So you just wasted your money. You're pretty much open to receive more attacks later on in a couple of weeks, months, or years from now. And of course, there is always the ethical dilemma about funding the cyber crime economy, which is making really rich those hackers out there. So it depends on your organization, but if you have experts within your organization, or you have someone that can help you to have the solutions that you need in order to recover for the ransomware, no, you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah. And how does your company, how Fides Tech, will support businesses?
Basically, we for cybersecurity, there is no one solution that you can use that will like you turn on a switch and then you're covered for everything out there. Cybersecurity is like a small set of different solutions that you need to use in order to be able to be secure in your company. There are different solutions out there that will help you, keep your router secure, keep your firewall secure, and make sure that you're using the correct rules within your firewall. Also, there you need to make sure that the antivirus in your devices are always up to date and running. You need to make sure that all the operating systems are up to date as well, to make sure that there are no zero-day attacks or vulnerabilities that can happen on it. and you need to make sure that you also secure the hardware. Like if you have a database or a server that has all your intellectual property, make sure that you secure it physically, and that it's in a secure room, or maybe in a server rack that no one can access it, only the people who need to access it, and take care of it. So that's how we usually try to help them. And probably one of the most important solutions that we have is the security awareness program. Like I said, it's a set of trainings, videos, brochures, papers that you can use to learn about the cybersecurity, how it can affect you, how the hackers are going to try to trick you into installing viruses or malware in your computer. And little by little, the employees are going to be learning about this, and your company as a whole is going to be more secure.
Vinicio, in order to educate the customers and the small business owners, what are the 5 steps a small business should do or should be doing to increase their cybersecurity and prevent cyber attacks?
The 5, I will say, first of all, you need to understand what is sensitive data and what it's not. So you need to learn what is it that you need to keep secure and obscure from everybody, including people who doesn't need to have access to that information. Like I said, educate your employees. It has to be one of the top 5. You need to make sure that you have the right partners and platforms or solutions that you're using, because using an outdated platform or using a partner that itself is not reliable, it is a huge problem. Like I said, you need to secure your hardware and devices, especially when you have the policy within your company, like everybody can bring their own devices, like their own mobile phones or tablets, things like that. And you have to have hired a really good security team to handle all these solutions and have the correct support.
I forgot to ask you, what are the most common, besides ransomware, what are the most common cyber attacks?
Um, the most common, I will say, email phishing attacks is one of the most common and cheap attacks that are out there, and basically means like phishing. They are sending thousands and thousands of emails to different companies, trying to trick you into entering your bank account information, your Apple ID, username and password, things like that. So they're going to be using weird domain names, but they make the email attacks to look exactly the same as the original emails. So phishing attack, it's one of them. Key logging. Once you have a virus in your computer, they're probably going to be keeping track of all the keys that you type in your computer. So that way they can later learn your usernames and password, things like that. Malwares, it's pretty much the same. It's just that they are going to start installing software in your computer that they bring from remote servers. I will say also access points that are not secured and they are easy to be attacked. Um, and probably nowadays it's pretty common to see the social engineering attacks as well. So someone who learns about you, knows about your family, probably grabs some pictures about you or your family from your social media, and they pretend to be you and start asking your friends about more information regarding your company or yourself, and get some extra information that way that probably can be used to hurt you later on.
Benicio, without giving a tracing, trade secrets. Can you give us some strategies and solutions that Fides Tech provide to protect from getting cyber attacks?
Well, basically, like I said, we use different sets of solutions. First of all, we use it. We always use the analogy of an onion. So it's very different layers of security that we use in order to keep your company secure. The first layer, it will be to make sure that we have some kind of DNS filtering in your router. So your employees and all the traffic coming in and out of your company, it's going to be filtered depending on your policies. So some of your employees are not going to be able to access some websites that they used to, but it's always has to do with the policies that you have set up in your company. And then from there, I will say you have to have a business grade firewall, so you only let the traffic in that it's meant to be connected to your network. Then after that, we always have an extra layer of security on the devices itself. So like a really good antivirus that it's always up and running. It's not one of those free versions that you buy out there. It's an antivirus that it's actively looking for threats inside your computer. Don't go by just the regular antivirus that comes with the computer. You need to also make sure that the firewall in your computer it's always on and running. And then you need to start taking care of the data itself that it's inside the device. So basically, you have to encrypt the entire hard drive if possible, encrypt the data that it's inside the device or the databases that you have on it on your servers and things like that. Also, after that, I guess you will have to have some kind of solution that it's going to monitor all those devices, make sure that they don't disable the firewall, they don't uninstall the antiviruses, and make sure that it's always running according to the policies of your organization.
Well, thank you for that. That's a very interesting approach because those are the standard practices that a small business or any business will have in order to protect from cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, Vinicio, where can they get in contact with you if they need to get your services or services from Fides Tech Solution? How they can get in contact with you?
Well, basically, they can contact us via our website. It's fidestechsolutions.com. They can email us at info@fidestechsolutions.com, or they can give us a call at the telephone 410-705-5125.
Thank you for that. And this is Vincio Guzman from Fides Tech Solution. This is a specialized cybersecurity company, a local company here in Prince George's County that are, talking about this important in order to protect business or small businesses. Well, thank you for giving us your time and share, this important information with us. I really thank you for the time, Vinicio.
No, thank you, Rocio, for having me again. And like I said, we are always to give a helping hand to all the local businesses. And whenever they need our services or they need more information, they can reach us at any time.
Thank you. Well, if you need more information about cybersecurity, or you also need to contact me to get the contact of this company, this is the County Prince George's Economic Development Corporation, and I'm here to support your business and hope that you like and share this episode of Creando Éxitos. I am Rocio Treminio-Lopez, your host for today's program. Thank you.